In the 1970s, there were a vast mangrove forest along the northern shoreline of central Java, Indonesia. The forest was home to various marine biotas, such as mud lobster and milkfish. It also acted as a natural protector from various risks, such as sedimentation, abrasion, and preventing seawater intrusion. In the past 20 years, climate change has raised sea surface temperatures and has had a negative impact on mangrove forests. The forest has also been affected by a massive corporate invasion, which has turned a lot of mangrove forests into fish and shrimp farms. At the moment, there are fewer mangrove forests that serve as a coastal barrier than 20 years ago. Demak Regency was one of the areas that suffered the most danger and has the greatest potential for further damage. There are 14,400 residents whose lives are dependent on the beach. It is estimated that nearly 76% of the population, or 11,000 people, engage in fish and shrimp farming activities on the coast.
Kalau kita lihat ke sebelah sana itu, coba kita lihat sebenarnya sudah ada usaha bersama untuk memasang bambu-bambu pemecah gelombang, atau kita kenal dengan begar, atau orang sini menyebutnya itu hibrid. Nah ini kan ke sebelah sana lagi itu kan tambak-tambak, karena ini kemudian di sini bakaunya rusak sehingga tambak-tambak tidak bisa dimanfaatkan untuk meningkatkan pendapatan para petambak yang di sini. Tentu ke depan ini perlu ditata ulang lagi supaya tambak kembali aktif, bakau kembali hidup, proses abrasi juga semakin berkurang di Desa Purworejo, Kecamatan Bonang, Kabupaten Demak.
Every year, the damage to mangrove forests cause abrasion and tidal flooding. And this affects people's livelihoods because they lose agricultural land and fish and shrimp farms.
Ada kewajiban untuk memakai sepatu?
Ada, ini karena kondisi sebenarnya pakai sepatu. Karena kondisi rob itu, maka anak-anak sementara tidak pakai. Terus kondisi COVID juga ini kemarin. Itu pengaruhnya.
Moreover, other infrastructures like schools, wet markets, and their houses are affected by tidal floods. People have difficulties in obtaining clean water.
Mandi, nyuci, minumnya beli air itu loh, isi ulang.
Oh, untuk minum air isi ulang.
Ya, isi.
Terus untuk air bersih dari
sana.
Dari tadi masjid.
Iya. Musola, Mas.
Dari musola.
Ya.
Kalau di sini namanya apa tadi? Air apa?
Air bor.
Kabupaten Demak. Jadi ini sebenarnya biasanya lebih tinggi dari ini rob sudah mulai menurun, dan saya kira ini harus menjadi perhatian kita semua supaya masyarakat tidak terkena rob lagi. Sampai pinter meter nih King dari bawah nih,
semeter langkung nih.
semeter langkung nih.
Soalnya paling tinggi nih,
Asalnya paling tinggi sakniki setelah 40 tahun kemudian jadi endek gitu Pak.
Iya, ndek iya.
Setelah 40 tahun kemudian. Sering ngeten-ngeten, oh jenengan damel sepatu.
Nah, betul ngaten lho, gatel ya.
Tetep gatel nggih.
Gatel.
Tak pikir
Kalau ini air kotor.
kalau pikir mergo asli mriki terus ngeten-ngeten niku sikile nggih tetep sehat. Nggih
Nggih.
tetep gatel nggih.
Gatel.
Oh, berarti sami kali kula.
Mungkin wonten barang napa-napa kan mboten.
Yayasan Jateng Berdikari, or Central Java Independent Foundation, is a legal non-government organization that's been empowering coastal communities in the northern coast of Central Java. In the past 6 years, the foundation has carried out 4 projects in the north coast and several districts of Central Java province. We specialize in sustainable community resources management. We are a team of 8, 6 men and 2 women, located in Semarang, Central Java. The foundation always has good communication and collaboration with the local community, especially in managing local human and natural resources. In this case, we and the community would like to offer our solutions to these problems. Here are our solutions. A. Restoring 121 hectares of mangrove forest ecosystems by planting up to 400,000 mangrove saplings of 9 different species. B. Constructing 6 low threshold breakwater units, or PEGAR as locals call it, in 6 different locations where the most powerful waves hit. C. Forming a coastal patrol team comprising of 30 skilled men and women to monitor and guard the beach every day. The Coastal Patrol team members are trained and certified by the National Agency for Disaster Countermeasures and the Demak Regency Marine and Fisheries and Environmental Division.
Proyek konservasi mangrove Yayasan Jateng Berdikari ini sangat solutif. Jika ini terimplementasikan, maka penanaman pohon 400.000 pemasangan pegar dan patroli ini akan mengatasi problem masyarakat pesisir utara Kabupaten Demak dari abrasi dan banjir rob. Teman-teman Yayasan Jateng Berdikari ini mempunyai pengalaman yang panjang dan mempunyai keseriusan di dalam menyusun proyek ini. Maka saya yakin teman-teman akan bisa melaksanakan secara tepat. Lebih dari itu, kami yakin proyek ini akan memberi pengaruh kepada daerah-daerah lain di sekitar Demak.
We believe that by implementing these 3 solutions, coastal and rural areas will be protected from seawater erosion and flooding. This will increase agriculture and fishery production and the community's income. This solution will also affect children's safety by fulfilling their educational rights and providing stable and higher economic activity for women's groups in traditional markets. We are very optimistic that these solutions will increase the awareness of local communities in Demak coastal regions and encourage them to protect their own coastal areas, and in turn will also inspire the other 11 regions along Java's central northern shoreline to adopt the same solutions.